So next up, we have another poet, a spoken word artist. He goes by the name of Poet49. He's spoken word artist from Coventry. Big up the Coventry people, them inside. Travelled far. Love that, love that. His work blends personal stories with culture, history, and raw emotions. Drawing from his Rwandan roots and his experience growing up in the UK, he explores themes of identity, legacy, and belonging. Whether creating impactful short films like TRACY, performing on stage, posting to his TikTok at 49 the poet, or writing at 2 a.m., he stays true to telling honest, heartfelt stories through his words. People, Leicester, please make some noise for Poet49.
Hello, Leicester. Yeah, so like I said, I'm from Coventry, so big up Cov. Yeah, I'm a spoken word artist and a poet. My real name is Denzel, but I go by Poet49. And yeah, I just got a piece just to... I feel like it will speak for itself. I'm not good at this intro thing, so I'm gonna just let you hear it, really. But yeah. Hopes and dreams of my guys. I write our hopes and dreams for you guys to enjoy. Do you like how I speak about K's dream to live a life off of bricks? He lays and cements his future in the foundation of others' homes. I build my future in the lines of my poems. See, we used to build a line for the bricks to push through the sticks and used to fix the foundation of our safety into sticks so we could push these bricks through Stacey's home. Hopes and dreams of the ends. Hopes and dreams of my friends. I spoke to Kay about the irony of how our lives, and I ventured and I said, my dear friend, who would have thought that the same words and descriptions could be used for the two different lives that we now live? Brick by brick, and that's had to stick. Lick after lick had us fearful of what we didn't know. We were stood representing areas and ends that we didn't own. You see, that's just being black in the bits and thinking that you're also grown. How can we be enslaved so young that at such tender ages we gave up on our hopes, gave up on our dreams, gave up on our homes? But is that just falling into the fast-running tide that they don't want us to rise from, you know? I spoke to my Mali brother on the phone the other day. I looked him in his eyes, there was tears streaming down his disfigured face, and I was hoping that the call would be better, but I knew what had happened the other day. Because my little brother called me in the morning, hectic, asking if I was okay. You see, the hopes and dreams of my brethren were spat back in his face by a shotgun barrel. It had the whole block a barricade, fully a barricade. And it turned grey. See, hopes, I don't really dream. And it said that we live in the hopes and dreams of the slaves, dreams I don't really hope. Because I lost that a long time ago. But I do wonder, is that what they want? Do they want me to only speak of when life was so peak so I don't ever feel free? Drowning in the tide that's not even for me. Speaking on when me and my older cousin were adventuring in these dark, treacherous streets, I'm forgetting the times we made fortresses out of bedsheets. Do they love to hear me speak about all the times we've been shot at or shot at, forever screaming R.I.P. Pav and freeze? But there's no hope when 32 was plastered on the back of one of my G's. Making me forget the simple times of playing Kirby, it was crease. See, dreams have a funny way of disappearing on me. Maybe it's because I don't sleep. And to rise, I have to lie. To conquer, I'll have to lie. Can I stay true to the inner ends of my mind? Can I cry? Would you judge me if I cried? If I created a new tide for me and mine from the tears I held up all of my life? To create a black ocean. Release all the dreams that hell had frozen, because I dreamt of me and T in a big back garden, kids, wives, lives funded off of freedom and being taxed hard, because that's freedom. I hope me and W can be brothers forevermore. See, I don't want either our faces on the wrong side of that A4 and portraits plastered all over the walls. So I set aside a bowl of my tears for this tide. Hopes and dreams of the ends. to set free the souls of all my guys. We're talking about rising, but all they know is to rise a hand when it's time to glide. We're talking about living life, but we were stood short last year when my 18th birthday marked all of us reaching adult life. But you see, we didn't all get to reach adult life. We talk about crying, but man don't cry was a common line from the age of 4 or 5. So we want to rise, but we didn't get the childhood of learning how to fly a kite. We spent our nights drowning in white. The tide I speak of doesn't align with our lives. Nowadays, I try to be human for my little brother so that he doesn't lose sight of his hopes and dreams, plots and schemes on his future life because he has no idea of the things that we've seen. And it seems I'm repeating myself, and that may be true. But the words I say I really mean, and more or so it may sound selfish, but these words are really for me. See, I live through the peak. I've lived through the peak. I mount on my trauma and I thrive off flipping what I see because we learn to flip light and D, using my own skills to internally heal me. I'm building up a well to sail away. See, the stories of my friends have built the raft, tattooed by our pains, pot-belly uncles watching us wither away. You see, that racist teacher telling the kids to stay away because Denzel will lead you astray. Flowers at the petrol station because Big Bro got taken away. And my dog's name on the back of a football tee because ASIR took him away. You see, there's Somali phrases in my vocabulary. Because they're the male elders that helped me pave my way. See, me and my cousin forgot that other kids have dads. So when someone we met at uni said to him, you know, that's my dad's name. We stood in shock. Trying to normalize left us in shock. Trying to normalize had us going against our own tide and drowning in theirs. Plastered our pains and crimes, but that's all right because these scars are real pretty to a real brother's eyes, but ugly to theirs. So I'll wail and cry to build this tide. A cube brick and a dead strip is going to be equivalent to our talent, hunger, and thrive. To set the foundations of this raft for us to ride this tide and sail away. Sail away. Sail away. To go astray because astray is what they said, so I sail away, sail away, sail away. To another day of hope and less pain, I pray to sail away. Thank you.
Hey people, please make some more noise for Poet49. Yeah, man. Deep. Can relate in so many ways as well. So, yeah. What was the inspiration? I noticed that the themes and the threads through was all about hopes and dreams. And you mentioned about like speaking to your young brother about so he can, you know, change his hopes and dreams and etc. What inspired this piece and why did you want to present it?
So I started writing it, like, when I started writing it, it was kind of, the And Still I Rise poem from Angela is very uplifting and very, like, empowering, but as you can hear, some of the things that were going on during the time of me writing it was quite a peak, so it's kind of like, what can I actually be honest with? Because I'm not going to try and sit here and write something all flowers and daisies, and it was more so that line from the poem, Hopes and Dreams of the Slaves, made me deep, like, we are living in the hopes and dreams of the slaves. We're living free. We're living where I can do this, but we're also not living to our full hopes and dreams, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like that contradictory of like, this is the reality, but also this is the good, really. So that was more so the inspiration, yeah.
Very big, very big, very big indeed. There's a couple of lines in there that kind of grabbed me, and you said something about. There was the dad part when you said something about you know were in shock, and what kind of inspired that line of what was the line again?
So it was me and my cousin. So I go uni with my cousin, and the other day somebody went up. His name's Ian in English. So somebody came up to him and we were like greeting, hi, what's your name? Da 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 da. They've gone, that's my dad's name, and we both looked at them like, what's that? Like, because we both don't have a pops, but none of our friends have a dad. So when they were like, oh, that's my dad's name, we was like, oh, wait, yeah, you guys have dads, type thing. And it's just, I feel like it's such a commonality. Anyway, where I'm from, I don't see, a lot of my guys don't have their popses around. So the concept of saying a dad in a normal sentence is very off-putting or just random to us. So when we heard that, it was just very like, rah, like, that's still people's norms.
That's crazy, and it's pretty deep as well. People, hopes, continue your hopes and dreams. Make some more noise, people, for Poet49. Where can we catch you? Where can we catch you?
So TikTok is 49 the poet, and then Instagram is just my name, Denzel-Reagan Kira. So DenzelReagan, then K at the end. And then, yeah, that's that. So, yeah, thank you.
Once again, people, make some noise for Poet49.